Alright guys, I've got an intermediate to advanced workout for you. All you're going to need is a mat and a ball and your body weight. So here we go. I'm going to take you through the first round and you can go back through it again if you feel like you want to do more. The first one is a squat. So we're going to place the ball against a wall, place it into the small of your back, lean into the ball, make sure your feet are shoulder width apart, turn your toes out slightly, take your arms out to counterbalance, and we're going to aim for 20 repetitions here. But of course you can do fewer if you need to modify that. So lower down until your thighs are parallel or slightly below with the ground. Exhale as you come up, inhale as you go down. Make sure you keep your core tight. Go within your range of motion here. And again, aiming for 20 repetitions. So you may feel a little bit of muscle burn or fatigue as you go along here. The goal here with the 20 repetitions is muscular endurance. So keeping the good form through your entire range of motion. If at any time you feel like your form is breaking down, then you can do fewer reps or shorten your range of motion so that you stay safe with this movement. But we're going for it, doing the best we can, and remember, maintain that good form. Keep breathing through your entire range of motion. Now, next exercise is going to be for your core. So we're going to take the elbows to 90 degrees onto the ball. Legs are going to go back and feet are going to be shoulder width apart. So with this, you want to keep your body in a nice straight line from head to foot. Nice flat back, maintaining the 90 degrees. What we don't want to see is a sagging of the back while you do this move. Nor do we want to see you not have the 90 degrees and resting on the ball. And nor do we want to see the buttocks up in the air where you're excessively not in good form. So hold this. We're going to do it for 30 seconds. So stay with me. So you want to keep your belly firm. Firm as if someone's about to punch you in the stomach. Make sure you're breathing. Your head is nice and neutral. The ball is wanting to wobble out and get away from you, so it's your job to stabilize it and to keep it nice and still. So that's okay if this is hard, because we have a modification to make it a little bit easier if you feel like this is a bit much for you. But again, we're aiming for 30 seconds. The modification here is you can use a wall and put your heels against it. Again, 90 degrees on the ball, same principle applies here. Keep your body nice and level and in a straight line. The wall enables you to go through this movement without having to stabilize as much, but the ball does offer some instability with this movement. Now this next one is a push-up. The goal here is 10 repetitions. We're going to put our hands on the outside of the ball. Fingertips are pointing down toward the floor. Core is tight, shoulders are stable. You're going to inhale down, exhale up, aiming for 10 reps. And if this looks hard or feels hard, that's because it's a tough movement. But that's okay, because we've got some modifications. If doing 10 of these is too tough for you, you can always do fewer repetitions, or you can use one of our modifications so that you can do this movement to your ability level. So the first modification is using a wall. So in the same position, hands are out, stabilizing the shoulders. The wall helps you to stabilize the ball so that you can go through your range of motion. Make sure you inhale down and exhale up. The ball is less likely to roll out from under you. And if this even feels difficult for you, considering being in that push-up position, you can drop to your knees. Place your hands in the same position on the ball. Keep that torso tall and straight. We're going through the range, and you can even place the ball against the wall while you're on your knees to further modify this to whatever is comfortable for you. Now this next exercise is a leg curl. Focusing on the hamstrings, we're going to lie on our back, legs are nice and straight, place the ball under the lower part of your calf and ankles. You're going to flex your feet so that you're pointing straight up, elbows are pushing into the ground. As you bridge up, you're going to pull your heels in toward your body, squeezing the hamstrings. Now we're aiming for 10 repetitions here. Ideally, if you can do 10, that'll be great. Also, if you can raise your hips higher as you pull your heels in, that will put more tension on your hamstrings. But if you just need to maintain a level hips while you pull your heels in, that's great too. Again, we're aiming for 10 repetitions here. Make sure you focus on your breathing. Exhale as you come in and inhale out. Now this one is a back extension. It's for the lower back muscles, also secondarily for your glutes and your hamstrings. This one you're going to place under your pelvis and your belly button. You got to find the balance point that's good for you based on how long your torso is. So this is for the muscles in your back that are helping you with your posture. So placing your hands behind your head and your heels against the wall, you're then going to extend backwards, trying to engage your lower back muscles, making sure you find that balance point on the ball. You're going to aim for 10 repetitions here. Exhale as you lift up, inhale down. So if this requires a good bit of balance for you, you need to modify this. You do have an option. You can place your hands on the floor to help you to support yourself and go through your range, keeping that head nice and neutral. And we're aiming for 10 repetitions here. And when you're finished, you can just roll backwards onto the floor, hands on the ball, to finish that out. The last one is a reach and a catch. So this one we're going to aim for 10, and 1 repetition is when you go from hands to feet and then feet to hands. This is an advanced move, so feel free to modify as you see fit with this, but this is a tough one. Make sure you exhale as you come up, inhale as you go down, aiming for the best form you can, and you can pause in between reps as needed, because if you need a bit of a break, that's okay. But the goal here is to get as many as you can manage, working your core. Now here's your modification. You're going to come up, crunch up, and touch the knees and then back down. That's a great modification for you if you need to switch this up. But we've gone through this once, so now it's on you. You're on your own. You got it.